Living in Costa Rica for 12 months changed us. It was one of those unforgettable periods in our life that we'll never forget because of how much growth we experienced.
Shanti attended her first school, we were walking everywhere, surfing every day. We actually had neighbors that we got to talk to like consistently. It was totally different than what we were used to.
Yeah, and so many amazing experiences, just as far as the people that we got to meet. Shanti catching her first wave, Erica really getting into surfing, and me getting to surf every day was just like rejuvenating to my soul. And since we had been on the move for such a long time and so frequently moving around, some amazing things happened after staying put somewhere for a year.
Like 8 months into it, little Shanti spoke up and was like, "We've been here long enough, can we go somewhere new?" I was like, "Yes, ma'am." So not that we needed her permission, but it's really cool that all three of us were on board for a new chapter.
And Shanti was right. Even after how great Costa Rica was, we were ready for a new adventure. We loved it there in Costa Rica, but it actually fueled our desires to travel even more and to go to places completely outside of our realm.
I will say though, this was the first time in a long time for me leaving a location that was bittersweet. Usually I am amped up and like waving with my hand behind me, but we had met so many amazing people who became like family to us and Shanti, with friends and school and teachers and neighbors. It was home for a minute. Glad we went, excited to leave, but definitely a place in our hearts.
Yeah,
for sure.
The transition out was thankfully pretty easy. Yeah, but we did need to go back to the States, mainly because we don't rely 100% on remote income. So we go back to the States pretty often just to bust out work. And when we go back, it's like go, go, go work time, and then go, go, go visit family time. And this is almost like a big recharge to our bank accounts.
Yeah.
And we're really grateful for all the friends, family, and clients that support us when we come back to the States. And if you guys are watching this video, you know who you are. We're truly blessed in the realm of friends, family, and support.
Yeah, words can't really explain it. And to all the hair clients who have stuck with me for 5, 10, 20 years, you are not just a client, you are a friend and family. And I think I should verbalize my appreciation to you more often because you're a big part of our lives.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So like any culture or place, the United States has its pros and cons, and we felt both of them almost immediately. It's just the way it's set up for our preference at this point in our lives isn't suitable for our desires, really. You know, ask us in 20 years, we might be back in the States loving every single convenient thing that it offers. But right now, this was actually more fuel to the fire to travel, being back in the States and realizing that this wasn't the lifestyle that we really want right now.
And as we were in the States, we were considering so many places to travel to, but just none of them quite felt right.
They all felt cool, but just nothing was like, that's it.
Yeah.
That's where we're going.
While being in the States, we started in California, and then Erica split ways with Shanti and I.
So I got on the flight in tears, no joke, when I left them because I just didn't know when I was going to see them next.
Erica had the privilege to go to her best friend / twin cousin's house, Lana, to help her have a new baby.
And by day 4 or 5, that desire of needing a break as a mom and a wife was instantly gone, and what replaced it was this like overwhelming need to be with my family. It was the coolest, bizarre, heartbreaking, and heart-melting feeling, honestly.
Shanti and I missed Erica like crazy, but we got some amazing quality time with my mom and my grandparents, who we just love and adore. And we don't get that much time with them too often, so we really valued this.
Being around this family, they have got 2 older children, and Lana getting ready to deliver, I got to kind of just mesh in with their family and be a part of it and help her. It was humbling, it was rejuvenating, it was all of the things. Like every emotion you can put into one, I got to experience. So when baby Lila came, I got to be there for that. And when I flew home, that first hug was like a time bomb of just emotions waiting to explode. I was so thankful for everything I got to experience, and so thankful to be in the arms of my family again. It was cool. It was really cool.
And Erica got to witness a baby being born at home. I mean, what an amazing experience that was, being hand-delivered by the mother. I feel like that is just something that not too many people in this world get to experience anymore. So our travel plans continue to evolve, but just nothing was quite feeling right, although we knew something would at some point. But we ended up picking our first destination because Erica, it's a travel planner whiz from all of her backpack experience. And when traveling internationally, there's so much to consider. One of the big ones is international travel health insurance. Initially, we wrote it off because the plans that we saw were just outrageously expensive and they didn't really cover too much either. So even when we were in Mexico, we paid out of pocket for a lot of our medical things that we had to do, and we just never had it because medical in most countries are pretty inexpensive anyways.
Right.
But not when you have that big emergency. But then we discovered SafetyWing travel health insurance. And we're excited to collaborate with them on this video because their Nomad travel health insurance is affordable, only costing a few dollars a day, and it covers so much.
Including 2 kids for free, right?
Yeah, up to 2 kids for free. Like, so when Erica and I have our health insurance, Shanti is just free on the package, and that's incredible. Yeah. They cover medical emergencies, travel delays, and lost luggage. So check out SafetyWing. We have a link in the description below. It is an affiliate link. If you choose to get some, we get a kickback from it. So if you want it, use the link.
What I learned is when you have a destination that requires a layover, typically that layover spot is a main hub. And so if the price is too much, what I used to do is search one ways from my starting place to the layover, and then another separate flight from the layover to the final destination. And so many times it's significantly cheaper. And so we were looking at where we want to go, and this one layover kept popping up over and over again. So after countries and hours of conversation and research, we decided that Asia is going to be our home until the end of the year. Woo! Primarily because there's so much volunteering over there, and we already have quite a bit lined up, which we'll tell you all about in a different video. Can't wait to share that with you. But while I was searching for flights from the east coast of the United States to Asia, there was one layover that kept popping up over and over again, and it's a country I've never been to, and it was actually cheaper to go there and stay, and then buy a one-way from there, finally getting to Asia.
Yeah.
And also, traveling with a 5-year-old makes long days even longer. And so if we were going to go from Florida all the way to Asia, it was looking at 30 hours of nonstop travel. And that's hard for an adult, let alone a 5-year-old. So
yeah.
We thought, well, hey, if we stop at this layover, hang out for a week or two, you know, get our legs moving again, giving her some good sleep, and then we can bounce up again and keep heading east. So the layover spot was Qatar, as we say it, or Qatar.
Qatar. And let us know if you have heard of Qatar before. I had never heard of, or I mean, maybe like mentioned of it, but I knew nothing about it, nowhere where it is.
So it made like for a really cool stopover. I've never been there. He's never heard of it. So how exciting is that? We're all kind of blindly going to this really cool place.
Know nothing about it. But what we do know is that it's safe. So all of you people who might worry because it's in the Middle East, it's actually one of the safest countries in the world.
Currently, it's rated safer than the United States.
We were in South Florida visiting my brother, packing our bags, getting ready to go. And we're at the dinner table, and my brother's like, hey, what do you guys want to do this week while you're here? And I just like very jokingly said, let's go to the Bahamas. He sat there and thought about it for like 5 seconds and said, yeah, let's do it. So now we're actually packing our bags to go to the Bahamas.
We're so thankful.
And we're
so
taking
lucky.
a boat. We're taking a boat across the Atlantic Ocean, or at least a small section of it, to the Bahamas. So that's what our next video is going to be about.
And yet another country I have not been to. You guys, I filled a passport and I'm halfway through my next one, and I've never been to the Bahamas. Now I'm getting on a boat with my family to just cruise on over. Super pumped.
Okay, see you guys in the Bahamas.